Thank you for watching HCKT TV. Make sure you come visit Harlan County, Kentucky. Roam around, look at some of the beautiful sights, such as the Coal Monument. While you're here, shop around local stores and vendors. Make sure you contact Cassandra Wolf and get you some little trinkets and jewelry that she hand makes. And then you need to ride on up to Everett's. Make sure you come up to the Everett's Off-Road Park, Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure area. Make sure you ride the trails and see all the beautiful sights they are to see. The wonderful waterfalls, the animals. Who knows, you might even see a beautiful rainbow. Now, this is the schedule for 2025, so come ride. And while you're in Everett's, make sure you stay at Black Mountain Cabins and Campers. And if you tear your ATV up, Charlie Austin at Austin's ATV, he can fix it. So kick back, get your popcorn, and let's enjoy another video brought to you by HCKT TV. Hello everyone, thanks for watching. Let's get started right now with a Harlan County, Kentucky alert. Harlan County Jailer B.J. Burkhart reports that inmate Frank J. Allen, age 45 of Cranks, has walked off of work release detail. Description of Mr. Allen is 5'10", 165 pounds, graying hair, partially bald. Allen is classified by the Kentucky Department of Corrections as eligible for community work. He was incarcerated on charges of parole violation and failure to appear. If you see him or have any information on his whereabouts, do not approach. Contact law enforcement immediately if you see or know of his whereabouts. Here is your bad officer of the week. This is Chief of Police for Laurel County Schools, Daniel Smoot. He was arrested Friday night for DUI, according to the jail records. He was booked at 9:08 p.m. by London police and charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence, first offense. He is the Chief of Police for Laurel County Schools, and his name is Daniel Smoot, S-M-O-O-T. All right, everyone. This is a bit of an update involving a crash that happened a couple weeks ago there. It was on 119. I done a video on it. The Harlan County Coroner's Office can confirm that Miss Dominique Boggs of Cumberland has passed away from injuries received in an accident that occurred on July 6, 2025 in Cumberland, Kentucky. The coroner's office was notified by the Washington County, Tennessee Medical Examiner's Office. This is the same accident that also claimed the life of Trey Stewart and his daughter, Karina Smith, and Mrs. Boggs' unborn child. Investigation continues by the Kentucky State Police and the Harlan County Coroner's Office. This comes out of Pineville, Kentucky. Had an incident up at Chain Rock. I understand that a individual was injured or in distress. Several first responders, including the Bell County EMS, Bell County Rescue Squad, the Pineville Fire Department, responded to the Chain Rock area of Pine Mountain Park regarding to an individual in distress or might have been injured a short time before 8:30 p.m. The individual was found and was took to a nearby parking lot where they was able to attend to them. From what I understand, the individual was treated there on the scene and was not taken to the hospital. So wasn't nothing major there, thank God.
As you all know, we had an incident there in the Holmes's Mill area. The victims have been identified. Harlan County Coroner John Derrick No has confirmed the identities of the two individuals found deceased on Wednesday, July 23rd in the Holmes's Mill community. The victims has been identified as Lawrence David Shackelford and his wife Ethel Shackelford. According to Kentucky State Police, the initial investigation indicates a domestic situation occurred between the couples. Excuse me. Ethel Shackelford reportedly fled the house, but she was fatally shot. A short time later, Lawrence Shackelford died from self-inflicted gunshot wounds, and he was found on his front porch. While it appears to be a murder-suicide, KSP has officially opened a death investigation. Both bodies have been sent to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and all those affected by this tragic incident. May God be with you during this time. All right, now let's go over some acronyms, guys, because this is a kind of big report. It's a OSI, which is Officer Involved Shooting. So we got the KSP, which stands for Kentucky State Police, the CIRT, which is the Kentucky State Police's Critical Incident Response Team, and you have the LCSO, which is the Letcher County Sheriff's Office. So, let's get into this. All right. This story comes out of Whitesburg, Kentucky, July 27th, 2025, which is today. The Kentucky State Police, also KSP, and the KSP's Critical Incident Response Team, which is also called the CIRT, has been requested by the Letcher County Sheriff's Office, the LCSO, and KSP Post 13 in Hazard to conduct an investigation of a trooper-involved shooting that occurred on July 26, 2025 at 7:39 p.m. Eastern Time on Kentucky 160 in Whitesburg. The preliminary investigation indicates that a LCSO deputy and a KSP trooper responding to a report of a domestic disturbance involving alleged gunshots at the residence located off of Kentucky 160. Upon arrival, the officer spoke to the reporting party and determined that the individual creating the disturbance was located at the neighboring residence. The officers made contact with Mr. Julian Smith, who is 25 years old and from Jeremiah, Kentucky. Upon Mr. Smith seeing the officers, he fled into a nearby wooded area, at which point Mr. Smith brandished a pistol. The officers discharged their agency-issue weapons, striking the man. Both officers provided medical aid until EMS arrived. Mr. Smith was transported to the Johnson City Medical Center, where he is in stable condition. The officer did not sustain any injuries during the incident. KSP has statewide jurisdiction and investigates all officer-involved shootings throughout the Commonwealth of Kentucky, as requested by local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. KSP is committing to being transparent. Yeah, right. And while ensuring the integrity of the investigation, to protect the integrity of an ongoing investigation, it is KSP's standard operating procedure not to release specific details until vital witnesses have been interviewed and facts have been gathered, timelines completed, so the investigation can be a very complex case. That all just sounds like bullshit at the end. So, and that's word for word what they said here. I know I don't read good, but there it is. Word for word, they're garbage right there at the end. They transparency my ass. All right, according to a Post 10 KSP release on Thursday at approximately 9:30 p.m., State Police Post 10 in Harlan received a request for assistance from Knox County Dispatch regarding a collision on SE Business Drive in Corbin. This is near the Knox-Whitley County line in the area of the Southern Kentucky Business Park, which is located just off of the Corbin bypass. According to KSP troopers and the detective from Post 10 responding to the scene to begin an investigation, preliminary findings indicate that Knox County Sheriff Deputy Michael Ashurst attempted a traffic stop on a side-by-side vehicle that was traveling on the roadway. The side-by-side, occupied by two males ages 21 and 20, and a sheriff's department vehicle collided while on the roadway. The driver of the side-by-side was identified as Todd St. John, 21, and was transported to Baptist Health Corbin, where he was later pronounced deceased. The passenger of the vehicle, who was identified as Jerry Stewart, 20, and Ashurst, were not injured. KSP Detective Jake Middleton is leading the collision reconstruction and ongoing investigation. Additional details will be provided as they are released. I will go ahead and tell you up front, I have heard that this was a pit maneuver done on this side-by-side, and that cop flipped it. Now, whether they're going to tell the facts or not, that is exactly what I have been told by several different people, that it was a pit maneuver. And that is where, like, this is the runaway car here. The cop car pulls up, taps the rear end, and spins them around and stops them. Officer Bird, Trooper Bird of Arkansas, is a master of the pit maneuver. I've covered him. He's on this channel. So this is something that can get very messy. Anyway, guys, that is your news of the week from Harlan County and the surrounding areas. I want to thank you all for watching. The drawing will be held for the t-shirt. There's actually 10 of you that has entered. So good luck to all 10 of y'all. The next video will be the drawing. God bless you all. Thank you all for watching. And if you want to help with our trip, click on the PayPal and donate, because we're heading to Bristol, baby. We're going to see the Braves.